It's time to put the kettle on and get the biscuits out and join Kieran, Farrell and Ed Harrison for Brew and Biscuits.
Hello everyone. It's better. Hello everyone. Brew and Biscuits episode 5. We're having a day out today. Going over to sunny Blackpool. So I've got my caravan ready. I'm only kidding. Ed's picking us up. We're going to Blackpool. We're going to see a couple of old friends. Right guys, episode 5 is upon us.
Don't try and use words.
Episode 5 guys, Brew and Biscuits. I'm here in Blackpool, sunny Blackpool, as you can see.
Sunny.
Sunny.
Sake, sunny.
And this is a mad story for you all guys, yeah. So 10 years ago, or maybe more now, 10, 11 years ago, me, Brian and Bobber was all in Stalybridge, and now we've made it. We're at Blackpool now, lads.
Yeah, we've done it, we've smashed it. You know, someone said to me, move to Blackpool, the weather's lovely. Fucking liars. You know what I mean? Who'd have thought it 10 years ago I'd have been walking up and down the beach with a Kiss Me Quick hat on?
Yes, that's what we're saying. So, obviously, me, Brian and Bobby go way back. I turned pro with Bobber, and
what year was it when you turned pro?
2008.
2008?
Yeah.
And did you have your first fight up here at Blackpool, didn't you?
Yeah, first fight was in Blackpool Tower.
At the Tower, wasn't it, when you all fought?
So without Kieran, I wouldn't have got into the shape of that I got him because of them mad diets that he used to come out with.
Some of them was well.
Was it the warrior diet?
The warrior diet. That's what I was. But this is what I was saying about Craig Sumner when we said about there's some people who are mad who do these mad diets, and I was one of them guys, so I know where he's coming from with it all.
Do you remember when that diet when he was on, when he used to grill Mars bars?
Oh, nice, that diet. That's a nice diet. Yeah, so what I wanted to ask you is, and this question coming to me on the way up here, was how did you and you come about?
It was mad because in them days he had long hair with all blonde streaks at the front.
I've seen the picture.
Looked like Chris Waddle.
Yeah, and he looked like he was out of a boy band. Thought he was like a Blackpool boy band or something.
Tell me why ain't nothing but a party. Tell me why.
So I said to Wally, listen, if he wants to come and train with me, he can. And I've got a flat where he can move in line. Anyway, so that day he moved in my flat.
Yeah.
But what had happened, Brian had a thoracic nerve injury, so he couldn't train. So Brian Rose moved into my flat to come and train with me, but couldn't train for 6 months, could you?
I just got in the piss for 6 months. Literally, I had no money. He used to give me money to go to the pub and that.
We had a pub, didn't we?
Honestly.
And then we're taking him up to Stuart Cosgrove's every week and getting his shoulder right, and then we got his shoulder right, and then the rest is history. You know what I mean? But
I was going to a few different gyms at first, and when I bumped into him, you just get that click. So when we got that click, I just knew.
That was the same for me, though.
Yeah.
When I turned professional, I got taken to see you, Bobber.
Yeah.
And it clicked straight away, didn't it?
Yeah, I think Pat brought you down. Pat Ward brought Kieran down. So I mean, I think I've always had that with fighters. I mean, I've met some people have come to train at the gym and they haven't liked it, and that's the end of it. You know what I mean? But we've a lot.
Didn't Tyson Fury come to the gym once?
Yeah, you know what happened with Tyson? He came to the gym where he was just still amateur.
Yeah.
And he came to the gym with one of the Egans.
Yeah.
And when Tyson came in the gym to train, one of the Egans came up to us and said he was turning pro with Tyson. So they just came to train at the gym. That was all. And they brought Opie Burton, didn't they? And Zach Burton, was it, to spar with you and Jack, didn't they? So yeah, that was you know what Tyson Fury said that day. You remember what he said? I'll be the best heavyweight in the world one day. And now he is. Was he that wrong? He is the best heavyweight in the world by none, you know.
And then me looking from the outside now, obviously with everything what we've all been through together as human beings, is like I look back at from when I was in the gym with you, Brian, and you, Bobby, and then I looked and I seen when Brian won the British title, obviously was there then, and then he went on, defended it 3 times, three times, won it all right, and then went all the way to Madison Square Garden and fought Demetrius Andre with it.
Yeah.
And that must have been fucking some mad feeling, that.
It was, mate, yeah, and you know what, it was a journey, and I just took it fight by fight. I was thinking, fucking, I can't win this one as well. And then next thing I'd win, and then the next thing I was stood in the ring with the next world champion. Then another one, I was thinking, fucking hell, I just knocked him out, or I just won again. And it was just, I never took anything for granted. I always took it step by step. I was confident, but I got to the stage where I thought, I'm never going to get beat.
All in favour of the winner, and still British light middleweight champion, Brian the Lion
Seen this back, have you, Bob?
No. It's the first time you've seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
You don't like to watch this back here.
No.
Yeah, I don't. Right, so obviously we're turning it off there now. Right, so obviously anyone who knows Brian and Jack would have known that the fight was never meant to happen.
Yeah.
The fight was never meant to happen because I obviously grown up in the gym with Brian, Bobby and Jack, and there was like that, and they were both the same weight category. They used to spar and kill each other, but we knew that
we were best mates.
There was a thing as usually we're never going to fight each other. So how did that come about?
Right, so he fought on the Saturday, and I rang him on the Monday and said, "Oh mate, I seen you at the weekend. Well done on," because he'd left Bobby. I said, "Well done on Saturday. You boxed really well." And while I was on the phone, he said, "Mate, I'm gonna have to go. I'm on another line. I'll ring you back." So he rang me back and went, "Mate, I've just been offered that fight with you." So what are you gonna do? He said, "Well, I'm not gonna take it. We always agreed that we weren't gonna fight." I said, "Well, do me a favour, don't take it because I won't." So all day we were back and forth. I said, "You've not took it, have you?" He said, "No." I said, obviously I had Macklin managed me at the time, just after Macklin, and then so he rang me back. All day we were going back and forth, and then I was laying in bed with my daughter, and Eddie Hearn messaged me on Twitter saying he's took that fight for such and such.
Yeah, for X amount of money.
Are you in? And I said, "Yeah, I'm in." But then I rang Jack straight away and I was like, "You took that fight for that much money?" And he went, "I had to do it, I'm getting married." And I was just like, "Jack, fucking hell, mate." I was absolutely devastated. I honestly didn't want to fight him.
Yeah, 100%.
And for me, because I cared for them both.
Yeah.
You know, even though Jack had left me, you know, when Jack was with us, I really cared for Jack. You know what I mean? And you know, me and Jack are friends again now, and everything's all right. But for me, being a trainer, it was like two of your kids fighting each other.
Yeah. Wow. That's a mad situation.
And it was, and the build up to it was so intense. Honestly.
Yeah. So what we're going to say then, obviously.
I mean, you know what? People was making it worse.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, you know, one day I went in the hairdressers, didn't I?
Yeah.
I went in the hairdressers one day, and this lad's come up to me and gone, "Hi, Bobby, okay?" And he set me up. He went, "What about Jack leaving you and all that, dirty trick and this, that and the other?" And I was saying a few things to him, and he went back to Jack and told me.
Yeah.
But that's what was happening all the time.
And obviously, we're going to say to you then, obviously, the needle, what we just seen on the way, that was legit.
I mean, yeah, of course it's. I mean, don't forget, I'm very hands-on with my fighters, and I'm very loyal to my fighters. I always have been. And if I think someone's trying to do something to one of my fighters or one of my kids, that's how I react. I've always reacted like that.
And to be fair, that head-to-head there, I get the full blame for that. But he actually put his head on mine first.
And then you pushed into it.
And obviously, because he's taller than me, I felt a bit overpowered by him. I thought, fucking hell. So that's why I pushed him.
I mean,
it does look all me to blame, but it doesn't even matter. Me and Jack laugh about it.
Yeah, we all laugh about it. I mean, I speak to Jack about it, we have a laugh. But the funniest part was that what you could see it on there, but you know, Kurt, the official and all that, I knocked them all through the back.
I said to them,
they all went flying through the back, didn't they?
I thought someone fell over there.
Kurt went flying. I knocked them all through the back screen.
They put that off there, hadn't they?
But like you say about you being really, you know, intense and all that, I'm the same thing. You know, you can't say anything bad about my kids or the kids that are trained. And I don't have it.
Looking back now, Bri, obviously you didn't want to fight anyway, but like, was it worth it?
No.
Was it worth it?
Probably not for me or him. He has admitted as well. He said, you know, he's used me as a stepping stone, which most people would, but he said to me like after that, he never got the opportunities that he should have got because it was a shit fight. It's one of the worst fights I've ever been involved in.
It's mad, because you used to have wars.
Yeah, wars. And you know what? I always promised myself in that fight, I'll try and box him, and if I have to, I'll take him to deep waters. I couldn't. For whatever reason, I couldn't.
I mean, don't forget.
You know what? We're at a funeral tomorrow. Me and Jack together. And he made me realise we were crying on the phone to each other last week. Our old amateur coach died.
But you can't just brush that under the carpet.
For me, that makes you realise just how you'll always be friends with someone, no matter if you fought him, no matter what you do. No, there's a time in my life where I fucking hated Jack. Leading up to that fight, I was like, what? I can't believe he's done it. But then now, honestly, it's all forgot about. I don't care. I've been beat. It really don't bother me because I know what I've achieved and I'm happy with what I've achieved.
So that actually brings me on to the next question, quite nicely. So, is it all done for you? Because I know I've seen, like, obviously Marcus Morrison's put something out there maybe, and then Scott Fitzgerald, obviously Scott's a bit mad anyway, but he puts
I would love to fight Scott Fitzgerald for the sake of Blackpool Preston. It's a huge fight. I mean, you probably know how big Blackpool Preston is, and for me that's the fight that I would listen. I'd do that for free. I would literally.
Yeah, but don't be. Like this from me talking like as a manager now, bro. You got to get what you're worth, and you know what you're worth.
Yeah, I know, and you know what they wouldn't be able to offer.
Going to train you for free.
But I am.
So
I am.
Just threw me a load of money out the window there.
It's just that is a massive opportunity because of he's number one in Britain.
It didn't mean that he'll fight him for free.
Yeah. Well, he'll fight him for free, but Bobby wants paying. You know.
Yeah, I want all the
Bobby wants the purse. You know what I mean? But no.
And I'll give you 10%.
The Marcus Morrison one. Listen. After tomorrow, I'm going to be getting fit and dieting. I'm fit anyway. I'm just not dieting. So I'm heavy at the moment, but a couple of weeks in, I'll shift some weight.
Get that funeral out of the way.
As soon as I get them feelings again,
100%. As soon as you get back down the weight and that,
that's it.
You've got a lot going on at the minute.
The thing with me, I need to start feeling good about myself. As soon as I start feeling good about myself,
and you're still
I get that higher desire.
You're still only young, aren't you, Brian? What old do you know?
Well, I wouldn't say
35 years young.
Yeah, but you live well, don't you? You don't go out on the piss and doing daft things all the time. It's so.
And Bobby, because I've asked him the question now, like, what would your feelings on that be? Would you want him to fight again, or would you want to just keep him?
Well, what I've always said to Brian, if I've left it up to him, you see, with Brian's fights when he's been beat, he's only ever just been beat. You know, like these last fights, apart from the Andrade one, but he's only just got beat. These last few fights now, what he's had, like. Anti-Fowler and that, he's just got beat.
The Macklin one, the
Macklin fight, he just got beat. He's not been knocked out or beat bad and stopped and all that. So it's very hard for me to tell him to stop. Because they've been good performances, albeit not the best brand.
And I think because I think Ricky hadn't even put a thing on today about it, like 8 years ago when he had his last fight when he fought Sechenko in the main arena, and that was closure for him anyway because. He performed bad in that fight, didn't he? He got stopped. So I feel like, obviously, you've not had that. You've not had that. You know what I mean?
And you know what? Against Fowler as well, I started slow, but the last 3 or 4 rounds, I won. So it's not like, very hard for me to say.
It's not like Brian's been stopped or knocked out, or he's got in the ring and he's fighting and it's gone. He's not had that feeling. So it's not for me to say to him, stop boxing.
I do know I'm not the fighter I once was. Like,
you know what I mean?
I'm probably...
Yeah, but if you listen,
and I think everyone knows the place, and you're not. And I think you're not looking to go and fight Demetrius Andrade again.
No, I know I won't fight for a world title again, but you know, I could win a British title again. I know that for a fact.
100%. So Brian were babysitting me, taking me to the football games, and I was at the back like a little kid, and you can see it on the camera right now.
Start chanting, and I was like, "Go on, get a chant going." United,
champions of England, champions of Europe.
And I kept egging him on, but try and get a chant going now. UNITD. Just fucking making random chants up.
Was he doing
it as well?
But, yeah, he was doing it. I think he got one going in
there. It was the best.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
Snoop Dogg.
Anyway, so him and Jack are going back to the house from training, and I said, listen, let the dog out of the cage. As soon as you get in, let the dog out of the cage because it gets excited and it needs to go out for a shit straight away. Don't leave it in the cage when you go in because it needs to go out. As soon as you open that cage, it'll go outside and have a shit.
Will we all stay in it? Yours?
Yeah, you go.
Me.
Yeah, three of you. Three of you. So, you know, I told them what to do. As soon as you open the cage, open the back door because it needs a shit. It'll go out and it'll shit in the backyard. So what do? They go in and don't open the fucking cage. So within a couple of minutes, the dog needs to go to the toilet. So it's shit in the cage, hasn't it?
But he's shit in the cage, but he's trying to get out of the cage.
Because it's excited. He's trying to get out of the cage. So him and Jack, pair of idiots.
They was in the gym and you said to me, go and get the keys or something like that.
Yeah.
So I went back to Bobby's house, opened up, got the keys, and I like, the dog got that excited, started flicking shit all over. But it was in that bright white kitchen where
In the kitchen, yeah,
white tiles,
tiles,
white tiles, and white big fridge and all that, and it was shit all over.
Mate, I've got kids, I've got babies in that, right? And I've changed nappies that are bad, right? And I've smelt nappies that are bad. But the smell at the top of the stairs was fucking horrendous. I've never smelled.
At the top of the stairs?
Mate, it was the whole house, And
what, did it travel up the stairs?
Mate,
Smell?
more to the top of the stairs. It was the most
Smell rises. Smell rises.
It doesn't. There's a bit. I think the radiators are on. A bit of heat. Fucking hell, it was horrendous.
Anyway, so I've tied this kitchen towel around my head, and all day I've been gone for an hour. Because I've been cleaning up this shit.
I was watching him from the top of the stairs.
What, did you not help him?
Did I fuck?
They all come back in and just said, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm cleaning all this shit all over.
Look like
I
he
was
was
stood
going
on
to
top
rob
of the stairs
someone.
going, what? Heaving. But mate, you fucking done a great job, you know.
I did. I'm clean on.
Yeah. I can't believe you did that, Kieran. I can't believe it.
Oh man.
So fucking funny.
Two of the best fighters that ever walked on the face of the earth, and as professional fighters, they are the ultimate, the pinnacle.
Yeah.
But they're not all right. They're going to get in the ring and box each other, but it's not a fight. It's an event. The same as Mayweather and Conor McGregor was an event. That's what it was. It was an event.
So, predictions
For what?
for the fight, for the exhibition.
I won't be watching it.
I'll go Roy Jones.
I won't
think
even
he's
watch
just
it.
a fresher man. He was active. I'm gonna go Joe Joyce, mate. Joe Joyce. Good fight though.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with Dubois.
Right, so
Mate, you only fucking said that because I said it. You just want you want a debate.
I don't want to
He
debate.
he wants a debate.
It's just asking me a question, so I've answered the question.
Right, so-
Joe Joyce late on.
I like Daniel Dubois.
Why
I
Joe
like
Joyce
Daniel
late
Dubois.
on there? Yeah, what you
Because he'll break him down. I think he'll have to. He might even get put down. I think he'll have to go through a lot to get the win. But I think he'll stop.
Have
at
you
about
read
8
that
or 9.
somewhere this morning?
No, I've just studied boxing. I know a lot
Kiss
about
my
it.
ass. Yeah, how many rounds is it?
What? 10 or 12.
Right, so
Probably 12, isn't
10
it?
or
it's
12.
a 10 round.
Is it a 10
I'm
round?
sure
That's how much he studied
I'm
boxing.
sure it's a 10 round, but I might be lying.
That's how much he studied boxing.
So this. Who else is fighting, bro?
Jack Massey.
Jack Massey's fighting. Yeah, well, I spoke to Robert. Who,
Yeah, you got to fight in a very good
Yeah,
kid,
yeah.
Jack Massey. The
Kid's
kid's
not
16,
seven- not 7-1 else, isn't it?
16 knockouts,
Yeah.
hasn't he? Not
Has he
in.
fought anyone?
Jack Cattrall's on.
Who?
Jack Cattrall.
Jack
Oh,
Cattrall's
Is
fighting.
he in a tough fight anymore?
Nah, 14-2 guy.
Oh.
No, Jack- well, at least he's going to have a fight, and he's trained by Jamie, so Jack will be.
Yeah.
Jack's in great hands now with Jamie, isn't he? You know what I mean?
And then this is the big question. This is the pinnacle of all Brew biscuits.
Yeah.
What is your favourite biscuit?
Mate, without a shadow of a doubt, them there.
The Jammy
Jammy
Dodger?
Dodgers, old school biscuits, Jammy
I'm going to go
Dodgers.
for the Rocky one.
So
Well, not here today. What's your favourite of all time?
Favourite of all time?
Of all time.
Jammy Dodgers.
Probably Hobnobs.
But mate, I've got you some of them. Look,
Hobnobs.
look.
Yeah, not them ones.
Yeah.
No, I've got you them.
Just the
I've got
cream
you them what you like. Look, fairy
I like
hobnobs.
just plain, like,
You like them fairy ones, don't
I
you?
like the chocolate ones.
Chocolate hobnobs.
Yeah. Alright, mate. Alright.
Chocolate hobnobs is the one, and that's all anyone needs to know. Chocolate hobnobs, you dip them in, you like it dribbles down your chin and you get it down
Yeah,
there.
but they break easy, don't they?
Yeah.
That's
No,
the problem.
they're
Mate,
sturdy,
mate,
though.
they're solid. When you can dip them in your tea, right? You can dip them in, and there's no chance of them breaking because that little jam art in the middle holds them together.
Yeah, little jam art. The heart holds everything together, guys. Yeah.
That was the best Brew biscuits ever. It was so funny.